turn it off, because it's time to turn it off, but we get to have those debates. I really want to get to the Joker one. Here it is. Buttigieg is the same dude who once said on X-Men's Magneto and Professor X, "I don't think there's anything about the role that makes it white." So, I always hate it when political people, go after comics. It's always very... what is the term? It's very annoying. Oh good, my iPhone will be updating tonight. Again, I hate it when my phone updates and my neighbor's yelling for his dog Alma. I always hate it when my neighbors let their dogs fucking loose. Anyway, Pete Buttigieg. I'm looking this dude up, so I don't even know who the fuck he is. Oh, he's gay. Yep, I was right, just for the name. I'm sorry. I know someone's gonna be like flagging this video as homophobic, but it's a comedy show. Learn to laugh. Anyway, Hamby would then ask Buttigieg about Todd Phillips' Joker. Buttigieg admitted he has not seen the Joker yet, but he would respond to the media's frenzy over the creative idea that the film could inspire mass shootings. Sorry, I'm really tired of these people who like, I had to be around people. I had been around this person at my work who's like, will not go to the movie theater because they're playing the Joker. And she asked the theater, I am not making this fucking up, because she talked about it in the break room, that she asked the theater, would they stop playing the Joker movie so she can go see the Joker movie with her friends? Because she does not feel safe entering the same theater as other people who are going to see the Joker and support a mass murdering, ideologically correct thing. She got in like this whole damn thing. Like, she used like long words that she probably doesn't even know what the fuck they mean, but she did not want to go see Joker movie because she was afraid that they would target her. And I'm just like, and this is the same woman, I am not making this up, who has a tattoo on her arm of "I'm with her," the Hillary Clinton campaign thing. She has it tattooed on her arm, along with the hippie peace sign. And I'm thinking, like, you are the biggest hypocrite on God's green earth. I don't know how the fuck you would get a tattoo of that. It'd be like me getting a tattoo of "Make America Great Again," which I wouldn't. If I ever have to get a tattoo, I would do a tattoo sleeve of the Batman. In fact, I would get a tattoo of that cartoon cat in the Batman Returns. The one where Max Schreck has the cat. And I wanted to get that tattooed on my arm because I always thought that was such a fucking cool thing. Because I love cats, by the way. I'm a cat person, so. And I'm a dog person. You probably heard my dog barking in the background in past episodes. But I would get that tattooed on my arm just for no reason. Holy shit. I know, right? But the thing is, the Democrats and all them are about censorship and stuff. But let's listen what this guy says. He responded to the question of the film could inspire mass shootings. There's a lot of countries that are exposed to the same video games and movies that we are. Most of them don't have the kind of violence that we do. I think it's a cop-out and blame the pop culture for violence. Oh, this guy really said something smart, by the way, right there. He added, what I would say is that the culture we produce reflects us. If you see a dark, dystopian film doing well, it might be because the American people are feeling unsettled and bothered. Maybe dark in times like this. Okay, the first part I agree. The second part is, well, there's been a lot of dark films before made. People like dark themes and stuff. They really do. They like dark storylines. Here's the thing. Batman's always been a dark character. Joker is a dark character. There's always been that. Sorry. So anyway, Joker's always been a dark character. And my cat just used her litter box. Have you ever had a cat that stinks? I had to put in like new litter box today and new litter because she somehow broke the litter box and stuff. Oh yeah. Anyway, Joker's always been a dark character. There's always been this dark story. And the thing about it is, if you ever look up Gary, Indiana. Or Lola. Yeah, Lola is a stinky cat, so. So, anyway. It's really weird, though, because it's like I record the podcast, I'm like sitting on the floor by the heater, because it's really cold in this house. So, you look up all these areas. You look up Baltimore, you look up South St. Louis, you look up Chicago. You look up all these cities. There's always been crime. There's always been darkness. There's always been these things. And that's where a lot of the violence is. And a lot of them, if you look up, if you ever go so far deep into it, a lot of these areas are Democrat-run areas. Especially Chicago. Chicago is a very violent place. It's also been the same place where they filmed Batman films. There's always been violence in areas. I look at Joker. I look at two things of the Joker movie. Mental health and the environment people live in. I know a lot of people are like, gun violence. Gun violence. There's always going to be gun violence. If you put in gun laws, there will always be gun violence. No matter what. And the same, and people will be like, well, look at London. There's been a lot of stabbings in London. So, you can't just be like, you can't take one thing away and be like, that will fix it. No. Look at the surroundings of the people. You look at the person who lives in the environment they live in. Deal with the people first, then deal with gun rights and all that shit. Anyway, the Joker has in the film, like, the thing about the whole media and mass media thing is they blew up this film like a big deal. The reason they blew up this film was that they looked like jackasses for saying that the Joker film is bad and horrible and awful because it triggers people who were fucking idiots. Like, the main thing about it is, like, if it really came down to it, and they really were just, like, blunt and honest about it, which they really aren't, they'd be like one thing. Joaquin Phoenix is white. That's basically it. You know, if you replace the character Joaquin Phoenix with Don Cheadle as Joker, people will be like, this is the greatest fucking film we have ever seen in our lives. It is so true. It is so real. And it's like, really, who? It's the same film. Like, people look at the Joker and to be like, this guy has a sad story. Arthur Fleck is a sad individual. A broken individual that everybody abandoned. And people really just don't look at it that way. They just look at it, it's a white character, white sympathy, white guilt, all this shit. Whatever they come up with. I really just didn't look at the character as, race. I look at this character film as, you studied the mind of someone who is going insane. So anyway. It bothers me when people who are in politics get involved in these films. It's like, Marvel hired... The reason why Marvel is having Feige... I'm going to go back to Marvel real quick. The reason why Marvel's having Kevin Feige take over is because comic books there are not selling. And they're never going to be fixed. What can fix it is, honestly, hire better talent. Hire writers who've been reading comics. Instead of hiring political hit piece writers to write comics. So, anyway. Did I buy the new Batman book that came out? Not yet. I've been reading the Batman 66 book, which I really enjoyed. I think I'm on volume 3. I'm a slow reader, so I've been reading that and been writing a lot of stuff lately, which I've been really enjoying. So anyway, I want to talk about one YouTube channel. And a lot of people have been asking me to... Oh, my furnace kicked on. So you might be hearing my furnace in the background. So anyway, I want to talk about a channel that I talked about, I think Monday, I think I talked about it. A channel called My Digital Escape. I really don't want to talk about this channel, but